So do you also wish to automatically generate the Instagram captions? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to use an AI to generate AI powered Instagram captions in Google Sheets. So like you, I also used to manually write all the Instagram captions, but this is such a time consuming and a tedious task. So to solve this problem, I've simply created this amazing automation where what is going to happen is that as soon as I add the post idea into my Google Sheets, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the Instagram captions and the hashtags. Further, I'm just going to add them back again into my Google Sheets so that my team can review it and further post it. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Sheets, OpenAI and Google Sheets. And to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll walk you through how to use an AI directly within Google Sheets to generate Instagram captions that are catchy, relevant and on brand. So whether you're a content creator, marketer or small business owner, this setup helps you to turn product name, post ideas or hashtags into scroll-stopping captions in seconds. So let's automate the creativity and save time staying consistent on social media. So yes, I have already created this automation, and first I'm just going to show you the proper working of this automation. So for that, I'm just going to enter the post theme, then I'm just going to enter the product name, then the tone, and then I'm just going to enter the target audience. And once I'm just going to enter the target audience, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the Instagram caption and the hashtag. So we just have to wait for a few seconds till my AI agent is generating me the caption and the hashtag. So yes, you can see that within seconds and in real time that it has generated me the Instagram caption and the hashtag, which further my team can review and post it on my Instagram account. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation, which we're just going to learn in today's video. And if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, we are simply going to open a new tab, and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And as soon as we're just going to click on this button, it is opening the all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard, and to get started we are simply going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and on my dashboard you can see all the folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I have already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to name my workflow as this: generate AI powered Instagram captions in Google Sheets. And then we are simply going to click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by a trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger with multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, I'm simply going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets. So I'm just going to search for Google Sheets and select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm simply going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're just going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connects workflow. So to do this, I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL and then we have to follow the help text. I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, with the help of which I'm just going to create this connection. And after opening this Google Sheets, we have to go towards this add-ons, get add-ons. And after coming over here towards this get add-ons, we have to add an extension in the spreadsheet, which is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So we are simply going to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks right over here. And as you can see that this is the same extension which we want to install. So as you can see that I have already installed this extension, so that is the reason that it is giving me the option of uninstall, but you can install it directly from here only. And once you're just going to install this extension, you have to refresh your spreadsheet. So it is a really important step to refresh your spreadsheet, otherwise you'll not be able to get the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks right over here in your extensions tab. And after getting this Pabbly Connect Webhooks option, we have to go towards this Pabbly Connect Webhooks and then towards this initial setup. And now it is asking me for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So over here for the webhook URL, we are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And now for the trigger column, I'm simply going to enter my trigger column, which is D. So the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent towards your webhook URL. Alright, so for me, the trigger column is D. For you, it can be anything else too according to your own spreadsheet. So now after entering this webhook URL and the trigger column, I'm simply going to click on this button which says submit. And once I'm just going to click on this submit, with this we have successfully created a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connects workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my spreadsheet. We're just going to go towards this extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and over here I'm just going to simply switch on this button which is send on event. So it is a really important step to switch on this button, because upon switching on this button, what is going to happen is that now whenever a new event is going to occur in your spreadsheet, automatically your workflow is going to get triggered. Alright, so now I'm just going to move on further and we are ready to do the test submission. Now I'm just going to enter the post theme, the product name, the emotion or the tone, and the target audience. And once I'm just going to enter all of these details, with this we have successfully completed the test submission. And now I'm just going to open my workflow, and now Pabbly is going to capture the response of the same. So yes, you can see that Pabbly has successfully captured the response of our test submission, and with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And I'm just going to move on towards my action. Now what I want is I want to generate AI powered Instagram captions. So for that I'm just going to select my action application as my AI agent, which is OpenAI. So I'm simply going to search for OpenAI right over here, and as you can see the same, so we are simply going to select it. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can simply click on this, select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key that you need to enter here. So you can simply go towards this OpenAI API key page and get your own API key. You simply have to create your own API key. I have already created many, so I'm just going to paste my API token right over here. So now after entering this API token, I'm simply going to click on this button which says save. And with this, we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. And now it is asking me to select the AI model. So I'm simply going to select the AI model right over here, which is GPT-4. You can select any another of your choice. And now it is asking me to enter the prompt. So I'm simply going to enter my prompt right over here. And now you can see that I've successfully entered the prompt. And now one by one, I'm just going to map all of these details. First, I'm just going to map this post theme. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So one by one, I'm just going to map all of these details. First, I'm just going to map the post theme. Then I'm just going to map the product name. So I'm just going to look for the product name and map it. And then I'm just going going to map the tone. I'm just going to look for the tone and map the tone. Then at last, I'm just going to map the target audience. And after mapping all of these details, with this, we have successfully entered the prompt, and I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on the save and send test request, my AI agent is going to generate me the Instagram caption and also the relevant hashtags. So over here, you can see that my AI agent has successfully generated me the Instagram caption and also the relevant hashtags. And I'm just going to add these details into a Google Sheets. For that, I'm just going to add another action step. Now for the action application, I'm simply going to select it as Google Sheets. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as update row right over here and click on this connect. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection once again. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google. And now Pabbly is asking me to select the Gmail account, with the help of which I'm just going to connect my Google Sheets. And after selecting my Gmail account, Pabbly is going to ask me for some permissions. So over here, I'm just going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. And with this, we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it's asking me to select the spreadsheet. So I'm simply going to select my spreadsheet right over here, which is Instagram caption generator. And then we are simply going to select the sheet right over here, which is sheet 1. And after selecting both of these details, it is asking me for the row index. So I'm simply going to map this row index from the response of my Google Sheets. Now I'm just going to move on further, and I'm just going to map only the details which I want to update, which is Instagram caption and the AI generated hashtags. Alright, so one by one, I'm just going to map both of these details. First, I'm just going to map this Instagram caption, and then I'm just going to map this AI hashtags right over here. And after mapping this, I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully added these into our Google Sheets. So I'm just going to open my Google Sheets right from here, and as you can see, the details have been added right over here. You can see the AI generated caption and the hashtags have been added. So yes, with this, we have successfully completed our workflow. And now what is going to happen is, like I showed you in the starting of this video, we only have to add these details, which is the post theme, product name, tone and target audience, and automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the caption and the hashtag. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. All of this is going to happen in backend, and we just have to sit back and relax. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.